Hello, and welcome to another Crack-a-Pack. Today I will be opening and reading every single card inside a Phyrexia All Will Be One draft booster, then making a pack one, pick one, as though I were in a draft. I'll be including timestamps below if you would like to skip ahead to see the entire pack contents and my pick, but otherwise, let's get cozy and appreciate every single card in this pack. Anoint with Affliction. 1 black for an instant. Common. Exile target creature if it has mana value 3 or less. Corrupted. Exile that creature instead if its controller has 3 or more poison counters. Many Vat Keepers use Necrogen etchings to judge the value of their aspirants. If the wounds rot and fester, the recipient is not worth further effort. Adaptive Spore Singer. 2 green for a 2/2 creature, Phyrexian Druid, common. Vigilance. When Adaptive Spore Singer enters the battlefield, choose 1. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains Vigilance until end of turn. Proliferate. Furnace Strider. 4 red for a 4/5 creature, Phyrexian Beast, common. Furnace Strider enters the battlefield with 2 oil counters on it. Remove an oil counter from Furnace Strider. Target creature you control gains haste until end of turn. With the Quiet Furnace closed to all other factions, Urabrask's smiths were free to build anything their creativity demanded. Plague Nurse. 3 green for a 3/4 creature, Phyrexian Cleric, common. Toxic 2. 2 green. Each other creature you control with Toxic gains Toxic 1 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. The Autonomous Furnace. Land, Sphere, common. The Autonomous Furnace enters the battlefield tapped. Tap, add red. 1 red Tap. Sacrifice the autonomous furnace. Draw a card. In Urabrask's domain, mighty forces echo day and night with the clangor of the great work. Crawling chorus. White for a 1/1. Creature. Phyrexian horror. Common. Toxic 1. When crawling chorus dies, create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian might artifact creature token with toxic 1. And this creature can't block. We need not be swift. We are inexorable. Vraska's Fall. 2 black for an instant. Common. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker and gets a poison counter. The dull, creeping pain of Phyrexia curdled in Vraska's blood. She knew as soon as it took her, she would betray everything, even Jace. The Surgical Bay. Land, sphere, common. The Surgical Bay enters the battlefield tapped. Tap, add blue. 1 blue, tap. Sacrifice the Surgical Bay. Draw a card. In Jin-Gitaxias' domain, strange and terrible experiments iterate toward perfection, unbound by ethics. Gitaxian Anatomist. 3 blue for a 2/5. Creature, Phyrexian Wizard, common. When Gitaxian Anatomist enters the battlefield, you may tap it. If you do, proliferate. An inconsistency in a routine vivisection sparked a revelation about the inner workings of the Orthodoxy's centurions. Kuldotha Cackler. 2 red for a 2/3. Creature, Phyrexian Hyena, common. Trample. Whenever Kuldotha Cackler attacks, it gets +X+0 until end of turn, where X is the number of permanents you control with oil counters on them. You would laugh too if you just burned through a Tyrannax's stomach. Awaken the Sleeper. 3 red for a sorcery, uncommon. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. If it's equipped, you may destroy all equipment attached to that creature. Without faith in each other, we truly would have nothing left. Isn't that right, Maylock? Maylock? Darvin, Mirren Rebel, last words. Cephalopod Sentry. 2 white blue for a star 5. Artifact creature. Phyrexian squid. Uncommon. Flying. Cephalopod Sentry's power is equal to the number of artifacts you control. Silent observers swim through the air of Norn's seed core, watching the nascent invasion tree for any sign of interference. Watchful Blisterzoa. 4 blue blue for a 4/4. Creature. Phyrexian jellyfish. Uncommon. Flying. Watchful Blisterzoa enters the battlefield with an oil counter on it. When Watchful Blisterzoa dies, draw cards equal to the number of oil counters on it. After a series of ambushes, Ulbrich demanded a sentry with no blind spots. And the rare is Argentum Masticore. 5 for a 5/5. Artifact creature. Phyrexian Masticore. Rare. First strike. Protection from multicolored. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Argentum Masticore unless you discard a card. When you discard a card this way, destroy target non-land permanent an opponent controls with mana value less than or equal to the mana value of the discarded card. We have a Phyrexian Island. And a Rebel token. Alright. So here is our pack. And I have to say, I am immediately drawn to the rare here. Not only is this a giant first striking creature, it leaves us open to any color that we want to be in. You definitely have to be mindful of the triggered ability and keep some food on hand for your Masticore, or else he's just gonna run away. But you will be rewarded if you continue feeding cards into it. Even if you just discard a land, you can still destroy tokens, since that CMC is still 0. That is pretty relevant in this format. It is definitely susceptible to artifact removal, but I definitely still think it's worth taking. if I wasn't going to take the rare, then maybe I would be looking at one of these. We are again in a situation where there is just one white card, aside from the Cephalopod Sentry, which is also white, I guess. So this is a situation again where we could hard cut white. We could look at taking a removal spell or try to go for an oil counter strategy. But in any case, I think I would be very happy taking the Masticore here. So let's go ahead and make our pick, shuffle up the remaining cards, and lay them out. And there we have it. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Phyrexia All Will Be One Crack-a-Pack. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Please leave a comment and let me know which card you would have taken from this pack, and I would love to talk about it with you. Of course, please make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and join me back here every Monday for another Crack-a-Pack, and every Friday for different types of Magic the Gathering ASMR videos. But, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.